the person I didn't expect to say it was Charleston White.
Man, we got that boy 607 going off on all these rappers for saying the streets is dead. You heard me? That boy is not feeling what the boys talking about, especially because they the main ones got the streets all riled up right now in the first place.
He ain't lying.
We got that boy 607 going off, you feel me, flipping off on that boy Pooh Shiesty, Young Thug, G Herbo, Young Boy, and even Charleston White.
Listen, G Herbo, listen, y'all don't understand. Y'all should be saying the industry, right? Because they the one, y'all, they the one doing you like that. Pooh! Pooh! Pooh, is that you? Pooh! No, not Pooh. Pooh Shiesty? Come on, gang. I'm gonna start back wearing my snitch likely mask. My snitch likely mask, right? If
Not
I
the snitch likely.
Talking about the streets. Thug, you a dress. You a clown, right? If you say the streets, that don't make me mad, because you gotta be in the streets. You ain't from the streets. Ooh, he ain't lying. Charleston White can join the streets. I swear to God, mama. For Charleston White to stand up and say he with the streets, it's kind of like y'all didn't understand he was street the whole time. Because y'all... I'm right back and I was like, man, conversation. I swear to God, mama, stop playing with me. Listen, this rap that shit where we expose the industry and its tricks. I swear to God, mama, stop playing with me. And listen, for everybody that's watching this, we're gonna expose a lot of industry tricks, right? Because the industry itself is a trick, right? A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think the industry is here to give you money, but the industry is here to make you funny. I swear to God, mama. Hold on. Listen. Don't be alarmed, right? It's normal in the industry, right? Because everybody in the industry is working for somebody else. Let me tell you what I mean, right? Everybody in the industry is working for somebody else, meaning that they're not the ones that pay them. I know you think that, okay, I made this song, so the song is paying me. No. It's the middleman between you and your payment, right? That's why mama. But just rap that. So we're going to go on and talk about these rappers, right?
Oh, you should have seen the beginning.
Herbo,
it man.
Right? G Herbo. Listen, if y'all know G Herbo, well, all the rappers right now have been converting and they all doing streams now, right? If you look at the rappers, what's going on right now,
Yeah, we locked in, gang.
Rap music ain't doing what they expect to do.
We trying to figure it out.
All of them now are doing what you call content, right? So Herbo was doing content with his son. Y'all probably seen it, right? And his son asked a question, right? His son said, yo, can you do a song with NBA Youngboy? What? NBA Youngboy? What? Why the would you say that? NBA Youngboy? Listen. I don't know if his son know, but NBA Youngboy kind of like outlaw from Chicago. Well, I don't know if he outlawed from Chicago. I don't even know if G Herbo cool with Dirt. I don't even know if anybody cool with Dirt, because I don't see no free Dirt campaigns. I mean, it's been a free everybody else campaign, but I haven't seen a free Smirk campaign yet. If I was the one to guess, I think that everybody want Dirt to stay in jail. But listen, that's normal on the streets. Everybody wants you to stay in jail once you do something that's kind of bogus. This is what I mean by that. It ain't that you do nothing bogus. What you did bogus was you can't afford to pay their bills no more and give them no more. So they want to see you in jail, right? Because like, let me tell you this, right? It's a thing, right? I wonder, do kids have understanding of what they asking, right? Do G Herbo's son know that his daddy can potentially have a problem with the person that he asked him to do a song with? Is that possible, right? I don't know. But one thing about it, Herbo stayed silent, right? Was that silent disrespect? Or was he like not trying to get his son involved in it? I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I think that question was kind of like a question he wasn't expecting, right? And if you ain't like expecting listen, hold up, man. Who the call your phone so many times back to back? Listen.
Probably King
Listen,
Yellow.
if you're not, hold up, man. Hold up. Got me all the way up.
Dang, he said it's 6:07 o'clock.
Hold up. Hold up, bro. Why the fuck would you call my phone?
For real.
All the times you see I'm not answering. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like what the?
You just made my.
Hey, bro, why the fuck would you call my phone all them times, back to back? No, you don't call nobody phone like that, bro.
I thought that I called the wrong.
You know who you calling, and you text me all day. Stop texting me all that shit too.
Oh wait, all right. That song is some real.
I don't care about none of that, bro. You text me and call me all day for what? Like, what's your motive behind it? Stop calling me and texting me all day, bro. Unless we trying to do some business. Don't do that.
Okay, yes, sir. I'm trying.
Welcome to Rap That. Listen, back to G Herbo. I apologize for that. But listen, it get like that sometimes. Sometimes you get your number out. And listen, I don't got no problem with people calling me, right? Call me. But have something to say. A lot of times people don't have to say. They just call your phone just to call your phone, right? And that's what I mean by that. I can sit in the room with somebody and be silent, right? Because energy don't need words. I ain't got shit to say. You know who I am. I know who you are. The only time you got something to say when you trying to convince me to do something that you want me to do, right? Let me do what I want to do on my own, gang. You ain't got to send me your work. You ain't got to send me your content. If I see it, I see it. And if I see it, I like it, I'm going to tap in. That's how it work, gang. We talking about G Herbo and his son and if he got beef with Young Boy, right? Listen, welcome to Rap That, where we expose the industry and its tricks, right? So do G Herbo and NBA YoungBoy have problems? No, they don't. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? The industry kind of like doing bad right now, and they get paid off of beef, right? They get paid off of dying and beefing, and it's like got the memo and they ain't dying and beefing no more, all right? Ain't got time to do it no more for the industry. So that's kind of like what been going on, gang. So when it come to G Herbo and NBA YoungBoy, it ain't no smoke, right? It never was no smoke, right? But you got certain bloggers and certain people on the internet that want to make it like it's smoke because like they page to go up, right? But listen, shout out to G Herbo and GD. You ain't got no problem with NBA YoungBoy, and I know it. I swear to God, mama. But, ooh, Charleston White can join the streets. I swear to God, mama. Come on, gang. Out of everybody, Charleston White can join the streets, gang. Listen, I just want to say this. Why Lucci? Why Lucci? I used to fuck with you, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. Why Lucci, you got me through some tough times in the trenches, right? I put your in when I was in the streets. Let me tell you this, right? I had a light skin. I hated her to death. She cheated on me all the time. All my friends. And the only thing that got me through was you, right? I listened to all your shit. Think about having kilos. Thought I knew the plug, and I ain't know shit. I was smoking crack, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. I wish I could take all that shit, crack, right? I don't want to listen to YFN Lucci no more. And I know that ain't you. It got to be a clone. I knew you was fat for a reason anyway. That's not you. Go in jail and send back out YFN Lucci. Because ain't no way YFN Lucci gonna leave the streets, right? Yo, you had a song called The Streets, right? How the f you gonna leave the streets, right? How the f you gonna say f the streets? Listen, and I was tripping off that because like YFN Lucci was like somebody I really f with, but I don't f with you no more, right? So just so you know, YFN Lucci, I don't f with you no more, right? And you doing it because Thug did it. But listen, come on. You and Thug in love. I get that part, right? Y'all in love because y'all both had to do what y'all had to do to get out of jail, right? I don't know. I don't know if you had to tell or get hit in it. I guess real street, they get hit in their ass first. Listen, you from Atlanta is up right now, right? Y'all ain't doing it right, but everybody knew that Thug was a snitch. Listen, let me say this, right? If I saw a clown, right? And this clown was meant to make me laugh. There's no way it can make me mad. This is what I'm saying. Thug, you a dress. You a clown, right? If you say f the streets, that don't make me mad, because you gotta be in the streets. You ain't from the streets. You ain't from the streets, Thug. Where you from? You from, right? And you can't never stay straight for 15 years, so that 15 years you got on layaway, you're about to do it. Right? So, no, mama, listen, but everybody think they go run around and say something like, we can say streets. How can you say the streets when allegedly y'all supposed to be from the streets? And I said allegedly because ain't no way you can be from the streets no more, gang. It's just ain't no way. But not Pooh. Pooh. Pooh, is that you? Pooh. No, not Pooh. Pooh Shiesty? Come on, gang. I'm gonna start back wearing my snitch likely mask. My snitch likely mask, right? If I found out your ass talking about fuck the streets, right? How can you say fuck the streets? I know when you went to jail, they ain't give you ain't had nothing on commissary from the streets. Cause everybody know, listen, everybody looking for the streets to do the streets don't do. This is what the streets do. Let me tell you how this. The streets not gonna support you when you going up, right? They're not gonna do that. They don't know how. But if you somewhere and you need some support because you down on your ass, the streets know how to do that. They know how to tell you to get your ass back up and tell you, look, man, everything gonna be good when you down. They just don't know how to support you when you up. Because they feel like when you up, they shouldn't be down, right? But that ain't got nothing to do with y'all saying streets because y'all don't understand the streets. So how the fuck can you be from the streets, right? So Pooh, the rap was anyway you just did. That's why you can't freestyle for shit. Listen, oh, what Pooh? Pooh from Memphis? He from Memphis? They be killing Memphis. I can't say that about Pooh, can I? Hey, can I take that back? Can we cut that part out? Oh, I love Pooh Shiesty. Listen, Pooh Shiesty, what up, Pooh? If Pooh say the streets, it's the streets. The streets, I'm with Pooh. Stop playing with me. Whatever I just said, it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. Listen, I'm not with Memphis. They killing in Memphis. Memphis is the streets. So I know Pooh Shiesty ain't say streets. I would have to be tripping, right? I had to be tripping. I was tripping. That must have been Honeycomb Brazy. No, Honeycomb Brazy, he loved the streets. He part of the streets. I don't know who the fuck that was. I don't know. Listen, whoever that was, please forgive me, right? But listen, Pooh, somebody else said it. I just talked about him recently, but G Herbo said it, right? But listen. Hold on.
Herbo.
Let me clear my throat. I just took up for you, G Herbo. Right? I just said you was good. You, G Herbo, slide on BD, on Vice Lord, like date. Stop playing. Listen, no, man. No. Listen, G Herbo. Listen, y'all don't understand. Y'all should be saying the industry, right? Because they the one, y'all, they the one doing you like that.
You gotta chill, bro.
I shouldn't have did that. Why the?
You know damn well you shouldn't have did that, bro. You had no business to be humping the car.
He ain't lying.
Gang, you talking about streets, how the rappers tripping. Now you hunting the couch like you Young Thug, a little Uzi. Like, you good, mud? You straight, bro?
I'll be tripping. Oh, stop. Listen, I gotta stay on topic. But this got me up because I'm trying to figure out G Herbo. Y'all should be saying, fuck the industry, right? Because the industry the one got y'all on strings and making y'all do everything. It ain't in the streets. Come on, gang. It's just like, to me, it's like, let's get to the point where I just hate the industry. And I don't hate but it's kind of like a trick, right? The industry, they know that everybody get paid off beef, so that they get certain rappers to say streets, other rappers gonna say stand up for the streets, and then it's gonna be conflict, and then sales gonna go up. Welcome to Rap That Shit, where we expose the industry and its tricks. That's what I got, mama. Listen, now they got people that you know. Listen, this what the industry do, right? Y'all let this internet stuff go to the streets, right? Now you got regular dudes that work a 9 to 5, running around saying streets on their social media, and they ain't made it out the streets, and they gotta walk past street people, right?
Got Carlton and all the what they call themselves, the Backstreet Boys, Quarter Zip Boys. You heard me? Got they trying to act like, oh, this like they trying to be down. Like, yeah. Let's be real. He was waiting for this opportunity for many different reasons, but it ain't because you was in the streets though.
And what's gonna happen? They're gonna start getting hurt. That's why everybody in the Quarter Zips now, all this kind of weird. Y'all taking the internet to the streets. Listen, the internet is the internet, the streets.
Boy, you took the words out my mouth, boy.
It's the streets. But I guarantee you, one of y'all goofies is running around saying streets. Streets ain't got no heart. They gonna you up, right? Y'all don't give up, gang, because it's like this. It's like these rappers, they make it. Listen, I done saw some conscious people, right, that I know say the streets. You'll run as soon as you see a street nigga. Come on, gang, stop playing with me. How we gonna say something that means so much to all of us. And I'm not saying that, I know what y'all say. I know what y'all gonna say. It's all
Well, them
streets
boy,
bad.
what would they
ain't never
tell
hurt
to?
nobody. They ain't never did nothing. What if I say ain't no such thing as right or wrong, bad or good, right? What if I say that the wrong the streets did brought out good in people, brought out good in me, gang? Listen, I done witnessed so many people die. I don't want to see death, right? But I understand death, gang. And I done seen so many people suffer that I don't want to see no more suffering, right? I done seen so many people sick that I don't want to see no more sickness, gang. But no matter what, everything I just named is the right way and the only way to true enlightenment, right? You can't get enlightened unless you go through those things that we go through in the streets, right? You wouldn't even get a YFN Lucha.
Hey, well, you got that boy. That boy do be saying had no attachments. Now he talking about his attachments to the street. Talking about they made him. Now he just acknowledging, gang. He being the realist. Unlike these fakers, you feel me? These people that was so easy to say that because they were just putting on the whole time. You know, the ones that we been to would tell and snitch whole time. You know them.
He ain't lying.
It's a difference. Even if he was a crackhead on the side of the road at the corner store, like, it still hit different. You feel me? You can't just up and just say some goofy shit.
She, if in the streets, wasn't listening to the music,
But now I see what you saying.
you wouldn't even get nobody, right? Y'all wouldn't have no money. Nobody would have gave y'all not one deal if it wasn't for the streets listening to the music, right? But guess what? Don't nobody give a f off the streets. And the that said f the streets first, they retracted his statement. Come on, 21 Savage. 21 Savage, you retracted your statement. You said you could have said something better.
Them
See,
DMs got hit.
See, listen, that's the problem. Be still. Peace, be still. People speak before they have processed that which they're trying to say. Let me tell you what I mean. People speak before they process their emotions. So now they speaking emotionally, and now when you say something, you gotta try to take it back. But the problem is you can't take shit back, right? Whatever you say is stuck here. Listen, all the commotion that you started, you got saying they ain't gonna shake your hand no more. You got saying you think you saying, oh, I could have said it better, gonna make people change their mind. Yeah. I know people in the streets, y'all gonna change your mind. Y'all like, oh man, he said sorry. But me, I don't accept no. I don't accept it. I accept the change, right? Because sorry is just one thing that's gonna come out, and it ain't coming out because he actually sorry. It's coming out because of the reaction that he got, right? Listen, if a was sorry, they wouldn't have said it in the first place, right? Listen, so you need to be sorry enough to check your emotions and check what you're trying to say the next time before you say it, right? Because what you said right now and what you did don't even make sense, gang. You ain't to me. What can you be to me? You can't be to me. Ask Boosie. You ask Juicy Booty Boosie. Nah, listen, I can't say that. Listen, I don't know what's going on with Boosie and Gumby, right? And he supposed to owe Boosie supposed to owe him 50,000, right? He supposed to be banned out of LA. I ain't got nothing to do with that on Hoover though. On GD, on BD, on Vice Lord, on Crip, on Blood. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't me, right? But Boosie, and we expected it, right? Because Boosie, listen, y'all don't know about Boosie, gang. I'm gonna keep it real. Boosie been around a long time. And who Boosie really with is Tupac, right? Listen, Boosie is thug life. Boosie live a thug life, right? And a drug life, right? I don't know about his son, right? His son, I mean, he want to be street. He act like it. But listen, I'm not saying Boosie's son not street, but I'm just saying that, well, he lived with his mama, and he grew up in the streets, right? But I don't know if he's street, right? Y'all got to check with Boosie about that. But when Boosie said that, I was like, you know what? I expected Boosie to say that. Because I expect the street to stand up for the streets when they getting paid off the streets, right? Everybody know that. But the person I didn't expect to say it was Charleston White. Come on, gang. Charleston White. So Charleston White got to be the one to say it, right? And listen. And he went at everybody, but I'm gonna say this. For Charleston White to stand up and say he with the streets, it's kind of like y'all didn't understand he was street the whole time, because y'all was worried about the character. As soon as he left the character, he was in the streets making a difference. Let me say this. I've been with Charles to talking to him. Listen, for almost like a week, right? Maybe 2, right? And every
Maybe
day,
2.
he's calling my phone, telling me something that makes sense, trying to help me get me some extra cheese, right? So for real, I don't think that, he did nothing too bad to me, right? Because like, he trying to help me, gang, right? And like, I don't need no help, rich, right? But it's like crazy. They call my phone every week trying to get me to come outside. Well, I don't know. It's trying to set me up. I went, oh no, maybe he is. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is he keep hitting me up, trying to get me to get in the streets, because Charles White always in the streets. That's why y'all barely see him on YouTube. But I'm gonna fix something he said. Listen, Charles White like YouTube. Here's my thing, right? We love YouTube. We respect YouTube and we respect his guidelines. So Charleston White, let me say this. To go on YouTube, you gotta understand, you know how TV used to play? And like you had to follow a certain kind of things to get on regular TV? Like guidelines and shit? YouTube work like that, right? So the problem ain't YouTube paying. I'll make plenty money off YouTube. Talk about, woo, you don't wanna ask me about it. I make, whoo.
Now I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, rich enough to f your mom, old enough to f
Yo, swear to God, my mama.
Listen,
Stop
I ain't
playing
talking about
with
you,
me.
Charles. I'm talking about everybody that's watching, because I've got a fan of myself. I get hot thinking about all this money. But there's a lot of money made on YouTube if you know how to follow the guidelines, right? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people think they can do the things they want to do in other people's house. And I'm gonna say this, right? Though YouTube do get the money from the people that's doing that need the promo, and they do give me a share of that, right? They don't give me the full thing. And Charles suggests we go get the full thing. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with going to get the full thing. And ain't nothing wrong with keeping a little bit of the share neither. Because like, I get to own my content, right? And I can publish it everywhere. I don't only gotta publish it on YouTube, right? I can publish it everywhere I wanna publish it, Charles White. It don't really matter where I publish my because I own it, right? And here's the thing about going to do it for them, for that money, Charles White, we can't own it. They gonna get all the residuals, all that income. At least for YouTube, we get a check every month, right? And it's mine, gang. But listen, I'm not saying Charles White don't got a good idea, but I'm saying that everybody got a good idea, do both.
Well, you know he had to watch my last reaction, gang. Mister, tell me the man ain't saying verbatim what I said.
But finesse 2 times. Come on, gang, finesse.
He right, though.
Finesse. Listen, I done talked to a lot of people about you, finesse. I done talked to Maury, what's his name, Mark? FNG Mark. And listen, I'm putting this interview out, and he just said, I gotta get fried. It f*** me up. I gotta get fried. Hold up, you got to cut this part out. I gotta get fried. I gotta go get the light. You got to cut that out. I gotta get the light. Well, you gotta cut it out. That's what you mad for. Yeah, I gotta cut that part out. Listen, I know y'all still listening, but I gotta go get a light. Finesse 2 times. No. Yeah, I got a light on the stove, y'all. Yeah, I got a light on the stove. Listen, finesse 2 times. I done talked to people from your hood. I done did some investigations. Ooh, I'll be right back. Ooh, it's that pressure. Yeah, and you better cut that out. If they tell me this part wasn't cut out, you fired. Cause like, you don't never take time and you don't be cutting shit. I got to get fried talking about finesse 2 times. Cause he be on in there acting like a little geek. Right, listen, finesse. Hold on, I gotta get fried. What the f wrong with you? What's your problem? Act like you got some sense. Like you ain't got no sense. You don't know your mama watching. Your kids watching. Stop playing with me. You yourself like a geek. No. Listen, I finesse 2 times, gang. He the streets. And I know everything he doing right now, y'all thinking like, oh, finesse 2 times going crazy. Nope. It's content. They understand content. He didn't watch his brother, his mama, everybody else run up bags off content. He like, all you gotta do is get on in front of the camera and talk some shit. See, I'm gonna do that. And that's what he doing. But y'all don't recognize that. Y'all think that, hold on. Welcome to Rap That, where we expose the industry and its tricks. I swear to God, mama, rappers didn't know how easy it was to get some money. They just didn't know. They didn't know they could just sit in front of the camera and talk some shit and get some money, gang. They didn't know that. They didn't know how easy this was. I swear to God, mama. But listen, this is why they didn't know, right? They didn't know because the industry always paid them in advance, right? They paid them before they did the work. So they never really knew what the work got them, right? They never knew. I'm saying, like, it's like I drop an album, right? And I never know what the album made. They don't care. Like NBA YoungBoy. They gave him millions of dollars before he went on the tour. All that money y'all saw him holding, that was the money he got before the tour. After the tour, YoungBoy ain't get shit. Welcome to Rap That shit, where we expose the industry.
Now you know you gonna come out and say that's cap, bro. He already tried to connect that boy 6ix9ine when 6ix9ine said that about the what it was? Oh, he don't own his masters. Man, responded with a song. So I see what you doing, boy. You trying to get put in the song. Hey, man. Hey, do your thing then.
And it's tricks. They pay in advance. I thought, mama, they pay before they do anything. Let me tell you why. Because you're always going to do more than what they pay you. So, mama, you're always going to do it. A lot of people think, oh, I had a terrible first week sales, and they got y'all stuck in the first week sales and all that. The first week sales don't even matter because the album could pick up close to the end and turn around and make all money, more money than the album that did good in the first week. That's the shit they don't tell you, right? See, everybody concerned about stats, but artists need to be concerned about making the best music again, right? Because listen, if you make the best music again, it's gonna automatically hit and go where it's trying to go, right? Let me tell you what I mean, right? And I know this, I do both. Listen, I make two types of contents, right? And y'all probably wonder why I make so many different kind of contents, but listen, different kind of content do different things in the algorithm, right? Content that with the mind, it may go up slower, but it lasts longer, right? All these contents when we talk about like the street, it should be gone next week. It's probably already gone, but y'all gonna watch me because I can talk about what I want, right? But I'm just saying that fade fast because everybody got their attention everywhere. There's a lot of to do in the world, right? If a lot of to do in the world, then you ain't got a lot of places you can put your attention, right? And that's what people do. They put their attention everywhere, so now they ain't got a lot of time for you, right? And let me say this, right? And I just want to like clarify this, right? I can get why people saying the streets, right? Did they hurt me? Yeah. But everything that it did to me, it taught me, right? So it's like saying, you know, y'all should be saying, ooh, the church, right? That's what y'all should be saying. But y'all ain't gonna say that.
School for sure. I'm behind you on the school. But the other one, gang, what you doing? Now what you really doing, bro?
Y'all gonna say the streets. Y'all gonna say people that put us in bondage, right? Listen, my people confused because they don't know, right? How the I'm gonna get mad at people because they don't know, right? Listen.
Or they in denial.
Ain't no real love. Listen, my people think love is attachment. My people
Pre-programmed.
think love is possessions. My people think love is when you give them something, right? But don't blame them who you think taught them how to love, right? So until people learn how to love, you can't go around judging people that love the way they love, right? You gotta accept they love, gang, and what y'all doing, y'all ain't showing no love to the streets, right? Because like, I'm gonna be real, gang, I wanna say the streets sometimes, right? Because people do me wrong in the streets, right? But let me say this, if I love lions and I jumped in a lion pit and the lions ate my up, that was my fault. I can love the lions from a distance, right? I can throw the lions some food, right? I ain't gotta jump in there with the lions, right? Until the lions are fully trained to walk outside the cage, right? A lot of people understand that, right? We are inside a cage, right? The streets are inside a cage, right? And that cage can only be open through the mind, right? And that's the sad part about it, right? So when y'all think it's okay to run around saying people that's mentally and emotionally torn, right? You ain't gonna find nobody in the streets that ain't got trauma. And listen, and with trauma, your brain can't even open to the point where you can make a logical decision. That happened at the age of 25. But the problem is, your brain is stopped at the moment, you felt your first piece of trauma, right? And that happened in the hood all the time. So everybody in the hood the same age, right? And that's sad, right? When you know that everybody the same age, even you goofies with money, even you ones in the industry, they hand y'all a big ass bag, your brain still didn't have a chance to develop. That's what I'm on. And develop when you're
Lad trying to
25.
switch it
And a lot of
up.
times y'all get in the gaming industry when y'all 21, 20, 22, right? Because 25 is when this part of your brain open, right? It ain't open yet, right? Listen, welcome to Rap That, where we expose the industry and its tricks. That's what I got mama. Listen, it's a lot of tricks in the industry, gang, and a lot of times we don't see them. A lot of times we do see them, we don't pay attention to them because a lot of times we are moving in what they call the rotation. Everybody in rotation, gang. Everybody doing the same thing last year they did this year. Let me tell you what I mean. Everybody about to celebrate Christmas now until they die. Everybody about to celebrate birthdays now until they die. Everybody about to celebrate all these holidays now until they die. And nobody never gonna ask themselves one question. Why? Right? So when I ask myself why, I realize this. Ask yourself if you're sitting at home. Who told me? Why did they tell me? And what was in it for them? Right? Listen, welcome to Rap That shit. We just exposed the industry and all this tricks, gang. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, gang. And listen, y'all know we looking for people to come to the Content House, gang. Content House is rocking, right? 2026 is going crazy, right? Listen, I want to spend time to say this. Shout out to everybody that came to the Content House thus far, man. Like, the person I remember the most, I ain't gonna lie, is Solar Man, right? I
Solar
love me some
Man,
Solar
I was about
Man,
to say
gang. Like,
Lil Red
even
footy
went
jet.
down there to, I think he in Texas somewhere, and I went down to Texas, came and saw him. It was like friction and up. He lost his car, and I paid for his car to get right, and he did his car right and shit. But I'm like, damn, I really like Solar Man because he was somebody that I saw and I know I talked to, and he continuing to do what he was doing when he was in front of me, right? And he probably feel like, damn, Uncle ain't watching, Uncle ain't doing this. No, gang, I be planning and plotting and trying to see how I can add more value, right? Because like, I just want to add more value to what I do, and I don't think that I got it all the way right yet. So, I'm gonna keep on working on it. But I was Solar Man, right? You know what I'm saying? And even Fox, man, Fox. And Fox, he ended up having to leave, right? Because, Fox left because man, listen, he rich. He had the money. I'm like, cuz, look, I'm going up on the price. He's like, all right, bet. He paid me. Then he left. I'm like, damn, gang, where you going? He like, no, it ain't that. I just want to do something else. Right? So he had the money, gang. But it's like, a lot of times people don't see it the way I see it. I just want y'all to know this, that I appreciate all the support, gang, because like we've been rocking for a couple years, gang. We building more channels and we doing more shit. It's like I can't do none of this shit. I wouldn't be able to do none of this shit if I wouldn't have stayed, dedicated to me, right? And just like really focus, right? Focus on making the best content and giving y'all the best content y'all love, right? So y'all can tune in to all my channels, right? We will have shows on every channel all week. They all different, right? Y'all know 607 Network, right? Rap That. Y'all gonna get this show, a couple more shows, but this is what we're gonna do. Like, I talk about the rappers and all the tricks, right? And then we got Streets Unplugged, the podcast. Is what we over there defeating no jumper. Right? I'm just want to go, mama. We doing what we doing, man. So listen, like, share, and subscribe, gang. Y'all know you rocking, man, on GDB Vice Lord, on Larry David. Stop playing with me.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, that boy Unc snapped this interview though. You heard me? That boy really talking about some shit, called out them boys. But them boy did switch their mind though. They went from talking about, oh, they street this, they real street that. Now all of a sudden it's F the streets. Them boys ducking smoke. You feel me? They ducking the Rico. Ain't nothing wrong with ducking the Rico. You feel me? Ducking Rico. Do what you gotta do. But all that, man, y'all trying to put on, you use the industry, you use the streets, everything to milk it and get all this money. And then now all of a sudden it's, oh, nah, forget the streets, blah, blah. Like, bro, your music not even selling no more, bro. Stop trying to get relevant saying some crazy shit. Like, bro, you was never part of the streets, first of all. Second of all, you supposed to been blowed up and be worried about different shit. Like, if you talk about the streets, you should be talking about what you was providing for the streets, what you doing for the streets. Did you build a playground in your old neighborhood at least? You feel me? Did you look out for the school? Like, is you building little community parks, shit like that? Nah. Then, bro, don't even worry about it, bro. Go talk about something else, man. like them sales. You know what them songs going. They ain't going too good. Yeah, another thing, you feel me, that boy talk about, yeah, them boys ain't really from the streets. Yeah, I feel that, they can't be. Even C-heads at the corner stores and like that ain't gonna be talking like that. You heard me? And the streets done did them the worst. The worst of the worst way. Gang said, Cook. Yeah, that boy do be fried though, bro. That boy Charles the White will talk about they trying to switch the narrative for their friends now. Everybody speaking on, oh nah, F the streets, cause now Thug them told and allegedly tell us and nah. But when it was Gunna, oh nah, the energy was different. You feel me? It was F Gunna. It was F the streets. It was F Gunna. Gunna ain't no real street. Nah, all of a sudden, Thug done. They changing their mind. Moving the goalposts as they been saying lately. Man. Crazy, man.
Fuck it is, man. You ain't lying. They be trying to play with me like I ain't finna really fucking do that every fucking time, nigga. Big Guap, let's talk about life. Ay, I ain't talking about this, I ain't talking about that. I'm trying to get right. Ay, no, I come from the bottom, but a nigga like me trying to see new heights. Ay, I don't care if people say that shit made up. Whole time it's just hype. Y'all keep y'all stories. Remember them days they thought they could write my life. I got on my shit, I ain't playing no games. I'ma change my life. Ay, I'ma do what I want, it's my life. When they show fake love, I don't like. Nowadays that shit advertising said I chase it and said I let. Know you heard that I got hands, but a nigga like me now I ain't tryna future.